school basketball action. At this time, if you would, please rise and remove cover for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. I'd like to welcome the Canadian Cougars and the Canadian Lady Cougars to Stuart tonight. Starting live for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Canadian Lady Cougars, coached by Alex Tucker. Number 0, Shelby Frank. Number 11, Lenaria Nichols. Number 15, Kristen Clark. Number 23, Abby Jones. And number 33, Madison Satterfield. Starting lineup for the home team, the Stuart Lady Hornets. Coached by Robbie Free. Assisted by Jeff Cardell. Number 0, Kinsley Corley. Number 11, Lane Ford.
All right, folks, it is a doubleheader game of the day here at Stuart High School, featuring the Canadian Cougars and the Stuart Lady Hornets. This is two-game coverage for our special PNTV Prep Nation Award presentation. We'll be recognizing 3 All-State players at halftime of the boys' game. You are in for a treat. Class B versus A, Stuart versus Canadian. It is a 6-6 matchup, and I believe, I'm going to double-check on the Canadians' record so that I get it correct. I know there's a pretty big disparity in the boys' matchup later tonight. Stuart 6-6 on the season, Canadians 6-4. They are the Class A team, Lady Hornets the Class B team. So first quarter underway. Still early on for the Lady Cougars. They will take it coast to coast. Scores. And our first bucket of the game for Canadian, 2-0 early lead. Stuart trying to get back above 500 for the season. Boys team has been absolutely fantastic so far, a perfect 12-0. They'll be battling the 1-9 Canadian team, so this may be the night where there's a split kind of twofer. Should be a fun night for Stuart. They're getting Class B state championship rings and 3 different players getting All-State / Player of the Year awards. So going to be a hardware night for sure. Misses the 3, gets their rebound, kicks it back out, top of the key. Had a shot there momentarily, decides not to take it. And it is a slow affair. Neither team really seems to be that big of a rush. Multiple passes and setting up plays. Whoops, and a turnover. The ball is just a little too high on the juice there. Just a reminder, tomorrow we will resume and complete our coverage of the Hately Classic at Lindsay High School. It will be 5th, 3rd, and 1st place consolation and championship games for the 2025 Hately Classic. And we'll be back on the road again. Thursday we'll be in Waukomis. Friday we'll be in Sterling. And we may have a quadruple header for you, 2 sides on Saturday. We're still kind of weighing that out. We may end up doing the Marlowe-Purcell game and then head over to Westmore for a Wasso versus Westmore. Not sure exactly how we'll do Saturday. Some of it will be depending upon weather. Other part of it is if we get some sponsors. But doing our best to cover as many of the teams that are notable with potential Player of the Year candidates. If you have a player that is all-star caliber, the only thing we ask is please only nominate best of the best. They need to be an existing starter with exceptional stats. But you can submit those to prepnationtv@gmail.com. You can call or text 405-492-8825, or you can go to our X page, formerly Twitter, which is PrepNationTV. Putback is good. Canadian 4-0 lead. Lastly, you can go to our Facebook page for Prep Nation and just comment or put in an inbox there. The watch lists, as is, are tagged and pinned, so you can see those for boys and girls basketball, in addition to boys and girls wrestling. And then we will soon be naming our 5 finalists in football. It's not that I'm not ready to do it. I've just been trying to give some of the coaches some extra time to get stats in. If we do not get them, probably within the next week or so, we're just going to go ahead and name the 5 finalists and we'll pick our winner. 5:06 remains. It's only the second touch that Stuart has had an opportunity to actually score. The steal makes it a inbound kick here right in front of us. So she gets the deflected pass, and then the knee pads actually is what ended up hurting her. She slid right along with the floor. I thought they were going to give that back to Stuart, actually, so I'm actually a little bit surprised. But it will be a fun night here for the locals. Treat with the jump shot just off the mark, so she's 0 for 2 to start the game. And once again, Canadian boxes out and gets the rebound, slows it back down again. So teams are going to fall back into, it looks like, a 2-1-2 zone. In large part, it'll be lane assignment, so whoever pulls into your designated area will be who you guard. See the roving guard at the top of the key can cover as many as 3 players. And a steal. And we're going to have a reach around the back foul call. Not sure if it's going to be a timeout called here, Canadian. Thought she was going to do that. Yep. Usually you can read. All right, sorry about the little interruption there. We had a black spider that was crawling on the basketball court, and I think it probably would have freaked some of the girls out. Probably nobody wants to step on the spider, squish its guts, and then slide in it. All right, so 4-0 is the game. 2 steals. Both shots have been basically paid and played off of those particular turnovers.
Like if it was my ball, it was a hamper to me.
And count the bucket. Stuart eventually, I knew, would score, and so they got the perfect play. Wade goes to the hoop. A little worse for wear on the physicality of the foul. Potential 3-point play here coming up for Wade. She nails the free throw, and Stuart on the board, and now we have the ball game. 4-3 Canadian. A little bit more aggressive on the defensive press. They bust through and cross midcourt, whips it down wide open. One-handed layup, left-handed, and it is a 6-3 lead. So Canadian responds to the 3-point play and makes Stuart pay on the really nice sharp pass and precision layup. Not many players can do that left-handed. And back-to-back buckets, so we've got 3 in a row now, so starting to warm up. Treat with the 2-point off the glass, 6-5 back to a 1-point lead. Cross-court pass into the paint, kicks it back out. Top of the key once again, sends over a one-hopper. Tries to square up, she will drive and penetrate, takes the shot off the hip, and no good. And another steal. Cougars have been really lethal in the paint. She's going to take that one coast to coast. We'll have a reach over foul, shoots a pair. And I believe that's going to go against number, can't tell if it's number 22 or number 11, actually, I think is flagged. Scoreboard's got number 12. It's very rare that you see 2 double zeros on the floor, but both teams have them. And first free throw is no good. Substitution for the Lady Hornets. Number 14 and 15 come on. 11 and double zero will head off and back to the bench. So it was number 11. Misses both free throws. Stuart will maintain possession of the ball after the ball is shoved out of bounds by Canadian. And 3 minutes remain. It is a 6-5 lead. We've had a 1-point game twice now, 3-2 and 6-5. Kind of a slow-moving affair. Multiple turnovers for Stuart and a couple of missed shots. Canadian hasn't necessarily been burning it up at their end either, but both teams having an opportunity to really get second shot opportunities here late in the first quarter. We're going to have a reach-over foul treat with the pass through the corridor. Be a non-contact, so it'll be a kick-in. 2:35 remains. And they'll move the ball up just a little bit by the Cougar bench, which is very light. I only see one extra player that's dressed out, so only 6 girls made the trek. It's like the one, maybe team manager in full clothes, but I only see 6 players on the bench, so that may be a potential problem and weak point for the Cougars tonight should anybody get in foul trouble. And they do have 3 here to start the first quarter. One-handed pass. She's going to try to drive and get around the block. Whips it right through the net. 2:16 remains into the paint. Off kind of balanced shot. Probably would have been better to plant post up strong. Stuart gets the rebound, and here comes Treat crossing midcourt once again. Kicks whoops, and another turnover. That one is going to be a double turnover, though. Wade slides. Yep, going to be dogged again. It's the second time that the knee pads have bit her. First play, they were fighting for the ball over here on the line, and her pads just caused her to slide right up against the line. I think both players ended up touching, though, but they did give possession to Canadian inside of 2 minutes to go. So both teams turn it over back-to-back. I'd like to thank our coverage sponsor for tonight's live stream, the video highlights, the Edwards and Patterson Law Firm. Thank you very much for your generous support of Prep Nation TV and Stuart Athletics, making it possible for tonight's award ceremony for the rings, the belts, and the games to all be televised, recorded, and posterity's sake for people who can't make it out tonight. Multiple shots, no good. Almost a jump ball. We're going to have possession maintained by Stuart. Oh, correction. It's almost like you want to just say dark green, light green, John Deere green. Ooh, almost timed that one. Initially, I thought Stuart was going to maintain the possession of it, but he did stick consistently with green. I think his partner assumed the same thing, that it was Stuart ball still. Ooh, post up. Ooh, wild on the shot. We're going to have an offensive foul, and the only reason why I'm pointing that one out right now is that is going to be the 4th team foul already against Canadian in the first quarter. And they have only got 6 players suited up, so keep an eye on that. That may be a problem for them come 3rd and 4th quarter. So far, nobody in real serious foul trouble, but you definitely don't want to clock 5 every quarter. Stuart tries to drive, can't get the pull. Treat with the 3-pointer outside, off the mark again, gets her own rebound, puts it back, banks it in. And Stuart now with their first lead of the game, 7-6, inside of 30 minutes to go before the end of the first quarter. Cougars being tested here, the resolve to get back in this game after kind of burning through 2 leads. Lady Hornets just a little bit flat at first, some of the shots off the mark. Jump shot is going to be no good. Wade posts up, clears it with authority. Dominic will cross midcourt. 3-2-1. Loses possession, and that's going to do it. Your score through 1. It is Stuart 7, Canadian 6. You're watching Prep Nation TV coverage. Class B versus A girls basketball here at Stuart High School. to see the Stuart boys in action tonight. They are a perfect 12-0 on the season. I was speaking earlier today with Henry Smith from Kiefer High School, and also both squads for the Chieftains doing exceptionally well this year. The Trojans, both undefeated for boys and girls. Had a very high-profile matchup this weekend that I really wished I could have watched between Dale and Sequoia Tahlequah. And bragging rights go to the Lady Pirates. They pasted them. Almost a 23-point victory, give or take, something like that. So it's a resume as is season so far for Dale. We'll be covering them on February the 4th, where we will be doing another triple award presentation. This time we'll be recognizing Kinsley Hill, Kinley Patton, and Jack Rooker. All three with prestigious Prep Nation awards for OK Prep's excellence. And we'll be very much excited and looking forward to seeing all three of those young student athletes. Second quarter officially underway. I'd like to once again thank Edwards and Patterson Law Firm, our coverage sponsor for tonight's live stream, video highlights, and the award ceremony presentation that will be, I believe now, at multiple halftimes. If it changes and it ends up being just one halftime of the boys' game, then it's going to be an action-packed 8 to 10 minutes in between. Girls, obviously, unless you've been living under a rock, punch through to regain supremacy in Class B fast-pitch softball with the state championship. Covered the squad many times through the season. They were absolutely battle-tested. I don't think they played any 6A schools, but they played a bunch of them way above Class B, that's for sure. Squares it down with authority and just dribbles right through. I like her aggressiveness. It's very composed and takes it coast to coast. Canadian reclaims the lead. That was just a really nice drive all the way coast to coast. A lot of times you see a player get a steal and their nervous energy gets the better of them and they just kind of throw a brick at them. But she absolutely put it on the mark. Took it the entire way from the rebound to the score, and now at the free throw line. In and out, no good. Back to a 1-point lead for the Cougars. Tries to set up the pick and roll. Goes to the paint, just off the mark, chases down and hustles up the rebound. And it'll be a second shot opportunity for the Lady Hornets. And cuts into the paint, posts up, pivots, swings. She's going to have a floating pivot. So it's going to be a defensive block, number 21, push in the back. She maintained her presence, and I thought that one could be 50-50 based upon the movement of the swing. So we're going to have a substitution here, and here's why I mentioned that. 3 fouls on number 21, so now they do have foul trouble. And keep in mind, only 6 players on the bench. On the squad. 1 player on the bench. Assists nicely. Oh, she just misses it. Put back is good, though. Canadian now with their largest lead of the game, once again at 3-10-7. In and out on the jump shot, no good. Rebound Cougars. Oh, could have taken an easy layup there. Just off the mark on the sharp shooting 3. Well, she is crashing those boards. Three opportunities. Canadian unable to get the touch on the under the basket shot. Oh, fires it over. Another turnover. Another floating pass, and she's going to get the one-hander. Wow. Talk about timing that one perfectly. 5-point lead, largest of the game for either squad. Moves around. We're going to have a blocking foul on the baseline for number 11. I believe that's going to be her second foul.
Just play defense, yo! Move your feet!
In the paint, pass shot is up, no good. So Stuart once again going cold here mid-second quarter, kind of like what plagued them early in the first. And Treat with the steal and rebound, and here we come back up court. Wade with the pass, another one way off the mark. That has been absolutely their Achilles heel. Passes have just been soaring over the players' heads and outstretched arms. And so I believe that's probably about the 5th or 6th wild pass that has gone out of bounds on them. And unfortunately, already limited touches and shots falling. It's giving Canadian an opportunity to reclaim the lead, plus get back in full command. And a nice block, however, we're going to have a foul called. I don't know if he's going to give her range of motion on the shot. I'm hoping not. He's going over to Coach Parnell, so just clarifying the call, I guess. I hope they conference this and vote it down 2-1 because she was dribbling the ball and that was not really a shot. Motion. The wrist didn't really even go above a high dribble. So that is the case. That's the correct call. Oh, somebody just literally bit it in the stands. I wished I could say it was an elderly person. Unfortunately, he missed his step, and absolutely his friends are just laughing at him. And absolutely, those are great friends, by the way. It's not often you trip on the lowest step when you're standing on it, but he did. All right. Canadian has really put it on Stuart here. A 6-0 run to double them up 14-7. Largest lead of the game now at 7 for the Lady Cougars. And in it goes. And double check, that is a 3. So the 6-0 snap with the 3. Second called timeout. 3:48 remains in the second quarter. You're watching Prep Nation TV coverage. Class B versus A doubleheader matchups tonight at Stuart High School. Misses the shot and rebounds. defense by the Cougars. Almost get the steal. Pass and rebound is no good. And clears it out with authority underneath the paint. Another wide open lane shoves it into the paint. Block going to have a foul call. I believe this is going to be against number 21. Her second foul of the game. Free throw number 1 is good. And the second free throw likewise good. 6-point lead, 16-10. Errant pass, once again, just absolutely killing Stewart's offensive momentum. They've had very few second and third shot opportunities, but now not even being able to get the shots off. It's tough to beat the other team when you're beating yourself, and kind of staying busy. That could have been a foul right there. A reach around number 11 would have been her third as well. I think we're going to get a ticky-tack makeup call. 15 is called for the foul in the paint. .23 at the free throw line to shoot a pair. Misses the first one. Largest lead of the game for Stuart has been 1, and largest lead of the game for Canadian has now been 7, 2 different occasions. Knocks the ball loose out of bounds. Stuart will kick it back in again. 3:16 remains before halftime. Hornets slow it back down. Stretches the floor. Can't get the pivot foot back up until she passes. Flicks the wrist over. Spins around. We're going to have a pick and roll. Unfortunately, Stuart just no lane open. 23 reads that one perfectly. Steals, goes coast to coast. Oh, just misses. Just underneath the bucket. Flying pass, misses the shot. Ball in contested play. Kicks it over on the rebound. Pulls back. Lets number 11 take it coast to coast into the paint. Another missed shot. However, this one could be a foul. Looks like number 23 maybe with the tomahawk chop. 22, correction. Her second foul of the game. Free throw is good. Substitution for the Hornets. 2 players on and off. Been pretty consistent throughout the game. And nails them. Largest lead of the game for Canadian now at 9 points. It is 19-10. I'm not sure what's wrong with number 23, but it's going to leave Canadian in a good spot right now, but unfortunately, maybe a problem. If she's unable to play, she keeps spitting into the bucket. Canadian been getting to the free throw line with regularity now. This is the one-hander and strips the ball loose, fighting for position. Looks like Canadian's going to come up with it short of the jump ball, and that's the call. All right. Stuart with a rare instance to where they've got a second and third opportunity here. 49 seconds to go before halftime. So keep in mind with number 23 leaving the court, Canadian now only 5 players, so if anybody fouls out, this could potentially be a problem for them. I'm trying to remember if it was Sasakwa or another school that made it all the way to the state quarterfinals and only had 6 girls total on the team and actually ended up winning a game and then lost in the semifinals when it got down to a 5-on-3. Oh, just misses the post up. That was a really sweet move there to reset her feet. Unfortunately, just a little bit off on the angle of the shot. Outside the marker, no good. Crashing the boards. Canadian can hold and be pretty picky here if they want. Almost took the shot, turns it down. Cross-court pass. Oh, cut into the lane. Beautiful. So touches the ball with both hands momentarily. Halftime, it is 20-10 Canadian. 10-point lead, largest of the game for the Cougars. You're watching Prep Nation TV coverage, Class B versus A doubleheader here at Stuart High School. right, folks, we're a couple of minutes underway. We were trying to get some photos and videos of our awards out in the lobby, talking with one of the parents. So we are about halfway through the third quarter here. Probably did miss here my yapper anyway. We did miss a couple of the highlights, so we'll try to pick them up best we can the rest of the third quarter. Stolen, and to the paint, cuts it. Now down to a 6-point lead. So a good start to the third, and Stuart playing the best full quarter ball I've seen him play yet. Ooh, that was a hard drop. It's good to see 23 back on the floor. I don't know if she's struggling with some anxiety issues perhaps, or just maybe got the breath knocked out of her. But it's good to see her back composed again and back on the floor. Just a reminder, we will be doing doubleheader coverage tonight. I originally had assumed that they were going to do the ring presentation before the girls' game. I may have gotten that wrong, and they may be doing it before the boys' game. But it could end up being at halftime as well. So if it is, we will do the presentation for the championship rings at halftime. And then there will also be 3 belt presentations from Prep Nation for All-State and the co-players of the year for Class B. So please check that out, share the clips. A lot of these girls work so hard, and not to say that the boys in baseball don't, but the softball community, a very tight-knit group, and a lot of these girls, man, just canvas the state. They go to multiple states, and in some cases are playing literally against kids that are going to every prominent Division I college and college school in the country, and fascinatingly holding their own and excelling such in a way that just was talking with someone about that. You know, a lot of people aren't fully aware of how quickly the on-field success of Oklahoma State and Oklahoma has forever impacted this region, Missouri, Arkansas, Texas, Oklahoma, all-time highest popularity that it's ever been, best talent that there's ever been. Give you kind of an idea of where it stands in this apartment from Tacoma, going to Oklahoma, J.C. Nichols, Caddo, to Texas, Timber Hensley, who had that silo, and Caddo before that was going to Tennessee and then changed her mind and decided to go to Texas Tech, Sydney, we also have a couple other girls going, Chisholm and Weatherford going to Florida State, some girls going to Tennessee, Wichita State, Missouri State, a variety of other really tradition-rich and hard foul and intentional there that knocks her off kind of her trajectory. So to be a foul on number 12, I believe that's the first against Street in the game. So she has done remarkably well with as much ball action as she has had, not getting dinged up. Correction, that is her third foul. Slowing it back down, back to an 8-point lead, 26-18. Jump shot is off the mark and no good. Crashes the board, whips it out. And this is kind of like a la Canadian in the first half. Stuart much more aggressive, and that's the second time that they've had a full court kind of press where they have pushed the ball up fast, quick, and really got up in that lane. Flies around her, not wanting to pick up the 4th foul. Off the mark on the shot, gonna chase down the rebound. As long as she doesn't step in the line, good. Creek fires it down, woo, threads a needle. Double pass, shot is off the mark. Rebound and put back is good. And Stuart with the 6-0 run. Cuts the lead to 4, 26-22. Off the mark, another steal. Here come the Lady Hornets. Oops, she went behind the back, and I think she ended up bopping it off herself. We're going to have the reach-in foul call on number 21. So So the immediate foul trouble that plagued Canadian in the first and second quarter now kind of falling on Stuart here in the third. They're already at 5 fouls. Now over a minute to go for the reset for the fourth and final quarter. I'd like to thank the Edwards and Patterson Law Firm, our sponsor for today's live stream. Video highlights and the award presentation. Unless they did it super early before I got here. I was here at about 6:15 and I didn't see any rings floating around. I have to say that they didn't do it super early. That may still be coming out. I'd like to thank everybody that's tuning in and being a part of the festivities tonight. Good crowd here. Temperatures again dropped. Imagine that, Oklahoma. 55 today, but we wore shorts and a t-shirt and actually felt hot a couple of junctures. And then back to freezing cold here at night. Knocks them both down, and 28-22 now is the score, and we are now under 1 minute to go in the third quarter. And still, here comes Canadian. Posts up, puts the shot just off the rim. Going to have a foul flag here for another call. 23 is called on the offensive foul side. Again, as I alluded to earlier, not wanting to beat a dead horse, so to speak. Canadian short roster tonight, only 6 players suited out. Does appear to be one team manager and pretty much assistant coach and head coach, and that is it. Stewart turns it over with 35 seconds to go. Canadian with an opportunity here to extend their lead. They've had the lead the entire third quarter. Much of the second quarter as well. There were a couple of lead changes in the first, back and forth. Last time Stuart led, it was early in the second quarter and they were up by a point. And then for whatever reason, the 14-7 deficit kind of stood pretty consistent. And it ranged anywhere from about 5 to 10. Oh, she just threw it at the wrong player. So both teams have the ball under 35 seconds to go. Both teams turn it over. So Stuart will get potentially the final shot of the quarter. 20 seconds now trimmed down to 12. Travel is the call. Wow. Canadians going to have 2 opportunities. Stuart had 2 opportunities, all within 35 seconds of the last flip here in the quarter. Wow. Tightens up the defense, busts through. Here she comes, kicks it over to the perimeter. Drives, penetrates into the lane. Kicks it back again on the rebound. Whoa, 1 second, there it goes. Good score through 3. Canadian 28, Stuart 22. You're watching PNTV. games so far. Each team has had a momentum shift and run. A couple of lead changes early in the first quarter. Since then, it has pretty much been consistent. Canadian short staff, not underperforming though. They're getting the maximum amount of assistance from a short bench, only one extra player. They've used everybody sparingly, but they have had them on the floor multiple times in each quarter. And absolutely, thus far, playing about as good as they could play with only 6 players. Game is theirs to lose from this point forward as we start the fourth quarter. I'd like to thank Edwards and Patterson Law Firm for their generous support of Stuart Hornet Athletics. Jump shot outside the 3 off the mark, rebounds. Wade kicks it out, crosses midcourt, 0-0, getting double teamed, just doesn't realize it yet on the press. Oh, almost traveled again. She did that earlier. Her footwork just kind of got a little tripped up on her. Cuts in the back door, going to have a double wheel. It's going to free up the top of the key, back down toward the wingman. Unable to get it, shifts over in the post. We're going to get a pivot spin shot, foul over the back. I think that's going to be number 23 with the foul. No, correction. I'm wrong again. Yikes, I'm terrible tonight. Number 11. Rolls it in. And hits them both. Back to a 4-point lead, 28-24. Have a glitch on the scoreboard. It should read number 11 with her third foul. And the steal by Stuart. Shows number 1. Folks, just like that, we got a 2-point ball game. Got a little funky glare on the floor. I've tried to keep it wide angle so we can try to give you as much of the court as possible. We may be moving a little bit over in the corner for the boys because I anticipate them needing more bench space. We'll have an idea here in a minute once they come out on the floor. We'll probably keep this side of the floor for the next game. And then just a reminder, at halftime, there will be some award presentation going on. Beautiful. Read it perfectly and post it up. 30-26, 6:40 remains. 23. She wasn't anticipating the turn into, and I think that's kind of what got her. Number 23 will have to head to the bench. That is her 4th foul. Number 22 likewise has 4 fouls for Stuart. So both of the players in foul trouble potentially are heading to the bench. Again, 4 fouls for 22 and 23 respectively for Stuart and Canadian. That's a soft pick. Creek's going to drive and kicks it back over to Dominic. She's going to try to post up in the paint and gets blocked by the backboard. And then grabs her own rebound, and we're going to have a jump ball. Conference among the officials to determine if this is a jump ball or a foul, I guess. They're going to stick with the original call. All right, Stuart maintains possession. Jump shot, one of the rare instances of a 3. And she nails it. 1-point ball game, 30-29 Canadian. We're going to have a reach over foul, number 11. You'll take that any day of the week. That's just solid defense. However, that is her 4th foul as well. The correction, number 2. A flash forward to 2. days I'm going to learn to wait just a little bit before and see if it settles. There's been a couple of them where they've not got the number in or an avert number. I think they were in the process of switching from 23, who had 4, to 11, who's got 2. I don't think they're going to give her the shooting motion that she was wanting on that. It looked more like a throw the ball into you kind of thing. 5:46 remains. Super tight ball game, Class BA matchup here on PNTV. Jump shot outside the key, off the mark. Perfectly situated to get the rebound. Pulls it back again. Into the paint, tries to post up. Gets the pass after it goes flip. Aaron. So we're going to have a foul over the back. You can pick your poison on that one. 0. You can't let them get the shot off. You have to almost try to block it. So the correct defensive strategy there is force her to hit the free throws rather than just give up an easy little one-footer under the bucket. Third foul on 0. Free throw is good. And this is it, 2-point ball game. Stewart comes down. Oh, she almost got stolen. You can see that one coming. A good hustle by 33. She's been, in large part, the reserve player that I guess has been on the bench most of the game. Her in 23 have pretty much changed the routine due to foul trouble, not feeling well early in the game. Teams trade buckets at the free throw line. Back to a 1-point deficit, 31-30. Number 23 getting ready to make her way back onto the floor. She's going to have to because number 21 likewise has 4 fouls. So that may be the next substitution that we see is 23 for 21. And Treat whips it back over. So double defense by 15 and 21. 23 back on the floor. Nope, it'll be 33 going back to the bench. So right now, by my math, there are 4 players on the court that have 4 fouls. Nothing but net. Beautiful shot. Back to a 5-point lead for the Cougars. Stolen. Yep, perfect. Set it back up again, maintain composure, get the ball back under control. Fakes the shot, dumps off the pass. We'll have a little dipsy-do backdoor cut. Finds her over here open. Surprised she didn't maybe take that shot. Kicks it back. And again, the triple pass back over to the wing. She's going to drive, kick it back top of the key. So pretty much playing a little keep away halfway through the 4th and final quarter. Check foul against Treat. That one is a hard one. Will now be in bonus the rest of the game. Unless that one stays at 14 fouls, it is Treat's 4th foul as well, number 12 now. Just off the mark. And gets the back in. 6-point lead, 35-29. All right, so Canadian will be in bonus rest of the quarter. That is the 5th foul this quarter against Stuart. Only 3 committed by Canadians, so they've been able to lower that each quarter. Cuts to the pass. Oh, it just misses the swing around the hip shot. 15 is in really good position, but doesn't get the pass from 11. She sees her late, but I think we're going to have a foul called before the pass. All right, so number 21 with her 4th foul. So we may have 7 players on the court with 4 fouls. Unless one has made it to the bench for Stuart. Double zero has. So there are 6 players with 4 fouls on the court. Into the paint. Oh, the kind of SWAT style on the block threw off her shot. Double pass into the paint, scores. Back to a 7-point lead. Correction, 8-point lead, 37-29. We are 1 point off on our tally. I'll wait till the action concludes here before I change it and freeze the screen. Double team, probably not the best person to hand the ball to there. 2:45 remains, loses possession momentarily, pulls back up, jump shot is on its way, and no good. All right, 8-point lead, 2:30 to go. Uh-oh, number 21 may have fouled out. Oh, 23 flag on the foul. Could have gone either way. They were both battling for the balls. The first player fouls out and leaves now the rest of the game only 5 for Canadian. This could be a crucial swing. Substitution on the floor is number 33. She has been used sparingly in relief of mainly number 23. All they have to kind of do is just keep away, but not foul out the other 3 players who have the 4. And stolen by Stuart. So they're going to have to be very careful or this 8-point lead can evaporate. You're going to have to keep them honest, but if you have the count, you can't ever. And there's another one. I believe that was number 5 on her as well, so they are now going to be down to 4 players. It's going to be 5 on 4. All right. Here's where it can really get problematic. You got an 8-point lead with only 2 minutes to go. It's going to be 5 on 4 now. So you would have to think Stuart's going to be able to really pass the ball and force him out of spot, but if number 11 gets another foul, and there's one other player over there as well that's got 4, this could really be a nightmare scenario for Canadian in a game that they've largely dominated. Coach is going to call a timeout and give them kind of a heads-up look. You're going to be on a 5-4 coming back. So I would expect the best bet is to have players play each side of the box. You need to have a high top fade, one that flares to the top of the free throw line, one that works both sides of the box. And then you need to have 2 guards that are going to have to set left-right, right-left. And when they go one direction, the box person's going to have to come in. So you'll momentarily have 3 wingmen and then go right back into a high-low box. Second free throw of 2, misses it. And Canadian remarkably comes down with the ball. You have to be very careful. She did throw an elbow there on the pivot. Can't afford to get fouled out. So it is 5 on 4. So right now they're going with 4 wings. And Treat may have just fouled out as well. All right, so the third player now has fouled out. 2 for Canadian, 1 for Stuart. 1:42 remains. It is a 7-point lead for the visiting Cougars. This is where foul shots are absolutely at a premium. You cannot get a ticky-tack foul. So both teams have players on the floor, number 22 and I believe 00 for Stuart likewise have 4 fouls. I know number 11 and I believe number 15 for Canadian also have 4 fouls. If he hits the second, that will help immensely. 1:40 to go. Jump shot, nobody there to get the rebound. Oh, she just crashes into the back. Number 11 just blanks her. It flashed 5 momentarily, but that just is her third. So we are back at the free throw line again, man. If you are the head coach of the Cougars, I would tell them keep doing that. You don't foul, get fouled. You kill the clock, you build your lead. More importantly, you don't foul out. Get it out, no good. And misses them both. Here we go. 5 on 4, perfect cube. Guarding each spot of the box. Hits the 3. Timeout called, Stuart. 38-33, 1:25 to go. All right, that is the second called timeout by head coach Jeff Cardell. That will leave Canadian with 2, Stuart with 3. As soon as it updates on the scoreboard, only 1:25 remains. Canadian. Ooh, almost a travel. You'll have to be a little bit more aggressive and really force them into. Yep, and there you go. There's your travel. One minute remains. 5-point lead. You got to hit some threes or easy twos. Wide open rebound. I mean, that was as easy as it gets. Oh! I think she just literally bit the dust. That's going to be her 5th as well. No, actually, it just now says 4. Ooh, they dodged one. I could have swore she had 4 already. So I was wrong. long on that. That is now her 4th foul. She does show up as number 1 on the scoreboard. So it must be the number 15 at 00 that had the 4th foul existing. So you're down 5-4. And we have got 49.8 seconds to go. Jump shot off the mark. Hustles up the rebound. 11 comes down. Huge rebound. That's about as big time as it gets. You just picked up your 4th foul. Walking a tightrope and absolutely guards the paint. Snags the rebound, gets the foul, and now can be a hometown hero on the road. Another missed shot. Oh! That one was a hard foul, too. All right, 4th foul on number 11. Just happens to be an 11-on-11 foul. Correction, 21 is flagged. So that'll make likewise 2nd player now for Stuart to foul out. So 2 apiece now for the teams. You have to give credit to this squad for the Cougars. They have held the lead virtually most of the game. They played 5-on-4 the last 350 of the 4th quarter, down a player. And they have maintained their composure. They've kept the lead pretty much at about 5-7 throughout as well. Back up to 7 points. If you're Stuart, you need a short shot quick. Don't just heave one up and jack it up. You got to set your play up, but you got to get points. High success shot. There you go, right into the paint. Another timeout call. It'll be 40-35. 17 seconds remains. 1 timeout remains for Canadian. 2 timeouts remain for Stuart. We're watching PNTV coverage, Class B versus A basketball here at Stuart High School. It is a presentation Just under 17 seconds to go. It is a 5-point lead. Stuart maintains possession of the ball. Well, it's not like you can do much more than guard the paint. You got to defend at least 2 players. You got to guard the one either going to catch it or guarding the one that's going to throw it. But there's a girl wide open in the corner, 0-0. That's exactly where I would be going with the ball. There's nobody that can get to her fast enough to stop the pass. So she should be set for a drive-up penetration and easy mid-range jumper. Unfortunately, this is about all you can do. You're going to have to keep somebody from letting 14 sneak into the paint for an easy dump, but at the same time, you're going to have to choose who you're going to guard on the floor behind the 4 players. Very surprised they didn't go the other side. They played to the screen. Canadians' defensive spot. They just up an air ball. If this one's not called a jump ball, that may be another player that falls out. So she picks up her 4th. So 0-0s, both have 4. 11 has 4. 22 has 4. And I believe one other player. Or 15 has 4. Timeout call. That'll be the final one of the game. So we've got a 7-point lead, and Canadian is going to hold on for a victory here tonight, folks. Got to tip the hat to them. They had every reason to kind of fall apart. They've played virtually half of the 4th quarter with only 4 players on the floor. They only brought 6 total players here tonight. So got to give them props. That thing. You can't just dribble it. You got no time left. That's a game. And that'll do it. Your score, Canadian 42, Stuart 35. We'll have highlights coming up here momentarily.